Hey, 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 tell everyone. Tell everyone. 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 Hey, hey, tell everyone. Hey, 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 tell everyone we made our way. Performing well, got us big pay. We're on our way with no delay. You get one enough, we get two back. Got like Forrest, no, turn it back. Snap them in half, that's a Kit Kat. Eat both half, that's the tell them we the best though. Hey, hey, like the DJ Khaled show, we the best. Take it over like a klepto. Got it. Magic moves like presto. On the path, running under electro. I'm the gas in manifesto. Try to beat us, we go necro. Winners win fast, y'all wins go. So you get one up, we go back. Run like Forrest, no, turn it back. Snap them in half, that's a Kit Kat. Eat both half, that's a big fat. Tell them we the best though. Hey, like a DJ Khaled show, we the best. Take it over like a klepto. Got it. Magic moves like presto. Fights for stripes just like Adidas. They need us dead, but we lead a sea of red. We be they coldest, cannot control it. We the boldest. You get one off, we get two back. Run like Forrest, don't turn it back. Snap them in half, that's a Kit Kat. Eat both half, that's a big fat. Tell them we the best though. Hey, hey, like a DJ Khaled show, we the best. Take it over like a klepto. Got it. Magic moves like presto. Hey, tell everyone. Tell everyone. Hey, hey, tell everyone. Tell everyone. Hey, hey, tell everyone. Tell everyone. Tell everyone.
Tell them, if you didn't know what's going on, tell them we the best. That's it.
We the best.
On my data. Shout out to this. What up, y'all? Welcome to the late night SaucedNDACity with Lyrical Alchemist, and the crew is in the building. Gang. What up? CharMz.
What up?
How you doing, CharMz? CharMz, tell people who you be. Where you at?
You know I'm one of the fucking greatest, so I don't really gotta do too much. I'm just here from Utica, Shootica 315. So it's up and it's all love.
Up and it's stuck. What up, King? Joker is in the building.
What up, JWatch? I'm another one from Utica 315.
Being here.
I'm just chilling. I'm always gonna be me. You never know.
And another one.
You the bestest. You the greatest. And I think we got somebody else in the building, a living legend. We got another living legend in her own right, from here all the way to Vegas, Nevada. Brenda Brown, the chocolate child. How you be?
You said all the way to here. Y'all all the way over here. Well, welcome to the stream, y'all. Another late night. You know, these mandarin oranges and cottage cheese are kicking like kung fu pow.
I didn't know they go together.
They do. I don't know. Like it's in the bowl. Okay, so I only had one serving left of the cottage cheese in the bowl. And I love when it's like that because it's an instant dish. And I get to throw it away after I'm done. How cool. I mean, look, no washing dishes, okay?
That is efficient.
Yes. I can understand that.
You know
And
what I did? Go ahead.
mm,
Go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say I'm like CharMz. I don't introduce myself no more. After 7 years, 8 months, and some days,
You
probably
better
over
know who I am.
15,000 video hours, maybe 20,000 comedians running around in my head. If y'all don't know,
But
go back
over here, but now we're here though.
over here, over there, over any the fuck where I'm at.
Do your research.
You know what? I told this one lady, and her name, she's the owner of Jazzy Blue, which is a club that I'm trying to woo for our Father's Day extravaganza, right? And she's telling me this story, and I stopped her and I said, you know what? I never tell nobody who I am. I never tell anybody my name. I never volunteer information. Like, I figured that out in the streets when I was younger, right? You don't go volunteering stuff. Um, and my mama sure was a culprit of no volunteering, right? So I feel if a person want to know who I am, y'all will tell them, or they will figure it out.
Facts. Now
Yeah,
see,
Papo, fuck around and find out, baby.
Mm.
so today my daughter came home from school and she goes, she goes, oh, some guy asked me, do I live here? I said, yeah. I said, first of all, why do you answer him? You don't know him. He don't know you. You don't owe him anything. You don't tell nobody nothing at all. Like, you don't have to answer. You walking. And she got upset about it. And so I explained to her the reasoning there, but you know how sometimes people hear better from other people. The same thing that you said to them, somebody else say it, and then they, oh yeah, I get it now. I've been telling you that for like 6 months. I've been telling you that since you were 2. Now here comes CharMz. Probably let's hear that example. Let's say it's CharMz, for example. CharMz comes, baby girl. You can't be talking to them people like that. Hell, now I was like, oh yeah, CharMz is right.
That's true. They'd be like, who is she? My daughter that's underage that you shouldn't be asking about? Hello.
Period.
So, who's that? Hey, Rhonda.
That's how it works. When they see me, they'll know not to mess with her, him, or whoever with me. That's just how it goes.
She 4'11", 4'12", and like an ant. The mighty. Not ants can live 10 times their weight. That's just CharMz.
One band, like, one sound.
Puppy power.
Mighty Mouse. Oh my God, you be a little Mighty Mouse.
That's true. Well, because it happens like that. Like, it be happening where people will like roll up out of nowheres and try to pick the weakest link out the group to try to be funny or ask a question. And I'm and then it's like, okay, let me shut the fuck up, because if anything that comes out of my mouth might be used in the court of law, because this shit could go left real fast, just like that. Let me just shut the fuck up and sit back. Take a seat.
I learned a lot of reading exercises during my time in the monastery. I took a vow of silence for like 2 months. Yeah, those breathing techniques really come in handy when you're dealing with on-site stress. But like when you really like just don't care anymore, it really bothers the people a lot more than you even responding, because now they gotta face themselves, and it's just dead air. I'm just gonna look at you and just keep looking at you until you run out of steam.
Yeah, I suck at like stress tests, whatever, because I'll go 0 to 1,000 and I'm a crash out. Like I'm the family crash out. So what you thought it was gonna be, I'm gonna like take it way south to the 1,000th degree to where now you got to think, oh shit, I didn't sign up for this.
You know what it is? They didn't read the user agreement. That's what you gotta read
that fine print.
Exactly.
You didn't see where it says could be combustible, highly combustible. Don't mix with other chemicals. Hey, that's how it is. And for me, like I can be a teddy bear or I can be a grizzly, but it depends on like the right amount of formula. I can be cool, but if you like, threaten my kid, then you gotta cease with this. Anything gotta happen. It just kind of goes that quickly. I remember I was at my old job, and this dude kept bringing up my daughter's name all the time about her being with me. I'm like, she had nothing to do, and she's a minor. She's my child. But I said she goes because she's my kid. It had nothing to do with y'all. But he kept doing it. He kept poking the bed. Who
that peasy head boy I was talking about?
Nah, you weren't there, but he was a housing though. He was a housing.
Oh, okay.
When I was working there with Dawn and them, and there was just one day, man. You know how like one day everything just come at you at the same time, right? Yeah. It was one of those days where like I was getting arrows and pew, 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 and I was like, okay, enough. Like, I put how many years ago was that? Since the teachers, yeah. Allegedly, I took a keyboard and cracked him with it, and he about to say it, but it was there, and I was just. Man, it was just like emotional. Awesome. And everybody coming in there, and the boss is like, "Oh, this is." He trying to curse me out. No, sit your bald-headed ass down. This is your employee. I gave y'all a warning 2 weeks ago. But I gave you the warning. I gave it to you, like it verbally and in paper. I had a paper trail. I did all the right things. My grandma said, tell everyone first. And then if that don't work, handle your business. So that's what I had to do.
Gotta do.
Business. Man, he ain't never did it again. In fact, he can't offices. He went all the way down the hallway. Now my office is too volatile. Oh well. Keep my kid name out your mouth.
You better get with the program.
Nah, King Joker. I was talking with my daughter, right? My other daughter, she's not here, and we were reminding each other about the times where I had crashed out in her school because of some kid did. Have you ever had to crash out in your child's school for something that somebody else did?
No, I'm not. I'm not allowed. My wife don't take me. I'm not allowed. No, yeah. I mean, I've crashed out of my house and stuff like that, but yeah, she keeps me away from places I could definitely get arrested at.
Good wife.
Because I don't have a filter. There's no filter. Especially when I'm angry. Yeah, no.
CharMz.
I crash out at the school, on the bus driver, on the landlord, at the rental office, at court, with the police. I don't know who's not on my list. If you really? Like, it's like, I'm just like, yo, did that really just come out your mouth? Because now I got to repeat what you said to me to make sure I'm not stupid, or to make sure I'm not tweaking, or to make sure that I'm not tripping, because I'm like, I gotta look around the room and be like, did you just say that? And I gotta say it loud enough for everybody to hear it. And then they're gonna be like, ooh, girl, because yeah, he was talking to you. I know he not talking about me. Like, do you know my fucking name? I gotta remind you, you know exactly how this is gonna go. So why you keep trying to, at this point, you trying to create scenarios to get clout off of my name, because everybody wants to wake up and it's like I'm everybody hates Chris. That's what you could call me. Everybody hates Chris today.
They hate on Chris. That's why I like the video that Nacho went Brenda made with the haters and the hater alien that he got killed.
Yeah, I blasted him. I was like, dang. Awesome. You know,
all right, damn. I ain't getting no licking out of it. I'm ready. Dude, I got your back, Romy. Bang.
When you did that one in the show, that took me clean the fuck out, because wow. I was like, that was definitely a wow moment. But it's like, it also just like, when you could think of any scenario, some way, somehow it finds its way to manifest in real time in a real scenario. So like, I love watching thriller movies, crime movies, because I know exactly what to do. Okay? So it's like war movies and stuff like that too. Like, I watch all that stuff because you never know what situation you will be in. But the movies be like so over the top that it's like, damn, that could have happened. That could have happened. And then it's like, where do these people get the ideas from the movie from? This had to happen in real life. Let me take notes.
You know what? The world, I think, because you know we always have like people. Our generations are different by when we entered into the world of like social media and instant gratification, ask whatever, and it's like people don't really. If you're not, I mean, at least like over 35, 40. We all the advancement of technology, you know, was solving problems that we didn't have yet. Way before. It's all data. Everything that's collected is data. Even since like since the Blackberries and the Palm Pilots and the Razor was the first one to interface with artificial intelligence operating systems. Because when the brick came on, the iTunes were integrated already. But see, what people can't forget that we all contributed to it. Like we all been contributing to everything. Like that's not like it's not like it's a secret. Like NASA, like the satellite that orbit, it's all collection data. Like everything that we do is collection data. So like it's not like people harp on the wrong things. Like math had to the way to solve math problems had to upgrade, right? From
rocks, exchanged many hands before it got to where it was.
You know what I'm saying? From marbles, from sunlight to the abacus to, you know, fly. All of the calculator, No one like these were people. No one complaining about that. Clocks.
You know,
Everything
have
to advance. Like it's not like, and then they say with the movies, right? We're late actually that we know of, but there's are places that are already doing this. They just don't have the licensing to roll it out. So, but it's already like everything's already done. Like I make a lot of music, but before I roll them out, I gotta feel when the time is right. Like that's just what the government, everybody does. They wait for the right timing. Whether it's a immediate one, maybe it's like start a plague, you know. So we already got the cure anyway. We got to create the problem to create the cure to get the money. The capitalism, that's how the world goes. Like,
so I thought that the scariest part about that was with like AI, meta, stuff like that. Like the scariest part of it is these, like I had to go on my phone and I had to force stop certain apps because they got something called like a moderator. Yeah. It actually can tell when you're sleeping. It can monitor your heart rate. It could monitor your diabetes. It can monitor like all these things that you did not give it permission to do. It could tell how many steps in a day you went, where you went, how far you went. And it's like, no, they can't. Yes, you may turn your GPS tracking on, but the moderator app is still counting your steps and how many steps you make. So think about it like this. They already know where you stepped and walked to. Because if they can count the steps and they can triangulate you, they know where you're going or they know where you're at. And then the other part is with Meta, with Facebook, if you're like about to write, this is why it takes me like 10 hours to make like one post, because with Facebook and Meta and stuff, they can actually know what you're about to type before you type it. But then they, in the same sentence, are trying to say, I could think, I want to buy a pet. I could have a conversation and say, I want to buy a dog, but I want a small teacup dog. Soon as you open your phone, boom, here comes the ads to buy a small teacup, all kinds of dogs just popping up and shit. Like they're already they're already 2 steps ahead of the game, and they know what you're thinking before you even say it. So then it's like,
it's just data. Everything is up there. It's the same thing. Like if you had like back in the day, you had the psychics, but they had the scout. They would scout out, the not so real ones. It scout out. Oh, Jose's coming on April 30th, so now they do a deep dive, see where Jose lives and who Jose knows, and then they have enough information to when Jose comes in there, he's like, oh man, can you tell me my future? Oh yeah, you look like, you got tattoos? Yes, tattoos? Yeah. Body of art? Body of you gotta
they just be connecting the dots.
How did you know? It's the same shit. But the thing is, nobody complained about Fifth Element, Enemy of the State, iRobot. I can name 100 other movies that sold blockbuster numbers. No one complained when it was happening and when it was on TV 30 years ago. They went to go watch it. They supported it. They loved it. They ranted about it. Now it's here, and you want to complain. You're crazy. You contributed to it.
They groomed us to prepare us for these moments.
Bad now. You put him in office. You put him in office, stupid. Like, what are you talking about? You can't be mad now.
That's another thing, JWatch. Like when certain movies come out, Hollywood has control to say you can recreate a certain movie like Ninja Turtles, but you have to wait. We're going to do it right here, right now, because in the early 2000s, they came out with the first real live animated, but live animated version of the Ninja Turtles, because obviously we don't got real 6'5" Ninja Turtles that are karate niggas. Unless they coming out. You'll be surprised what comes out of the gutter in the streets of New York City, but I highly doubt that it's going to be Ninja Turtles that are vigilantes.
But there are Spencers, though. The Osman that big.
What Hollywood does is say, this is a classic movie. So you can't make another recreation of this movie until 7 to 10 years from now, where it's going to be a more realer version of that movie, but the same gist, so to speak. So, like, we can only come out with a certain amount of vampire movies. We can only come, like, all the apocalyptic movies, like 2012, or was it 2010? Can't remember. It was one of those years.
Yeah.
Where they had they had the apocalyptic movie. But the government had to give Hollywood clearance on what message they were sending, what they were scripting, and what they were selling when it came to this movie. So the government has just they have just as much more creative control in Hollywood on what we're being exposed to and how by the doses we're exposed to it. Like, they control the doses and everything, because you can't come out with like 3 Gladiator movies in 1 year, is what they're going to say. We got to capture it to pay homage to the real gladiators back in the day, but you got to give it to them in doses. So, yeah, I thought that was very interesting when I found that out, too.
So, thank you, Tom, for that. What's happening with the Mike Jack thing? No, it wasn't Mike Jack. It was Kevin Hart thing.
Kevin Hart.
So I don't know. I only seen 5 seconds of when somebody just said, "Oh, Cat Williams went too far," and I had played, and I heard something he said, and I looked at Regina King or Regina something. I forgot which one she is, but anyway, that Regina, I saw her face, and I know that they're mad close. So I was like, she was like, "This is going too far." It was like one of the fake laughs. Like, all right, that's enough. Like, but then I got distracted. I ain't watching anything else. So that's all I know. So fill me in.
So basically, Regina was a paid statue that really, I don't think that she realized what she was signing up for. And that's why she didn't say nothing, and she was supposed to be roasted, but nobody wanted to roast her because she already looked uncomfortable about the situation. They were laughing about, they were very explicitly laughing about ICE and immigration, which I have a problem with that, because since when was it funny that brown children are being raped underage and impregnated by ICE agents, and the government is not arresting them for their crimes? And you're also not acknowledging them for who they really are. They're like a Gestapo from Hitler days. So to me, joke was not funny. Absolutely not. because my whole thing is this, and a lot of Americans don't want to admit it, but you love cheap or free labor. Like, you love immigrants because we just want a piece of the American dream. Now, what I don't get is why Africans, when the American dollar is worth so much more in Africa, why they want to flock here in the first place. Neither here nor there. I'll digress off that. But what I'm saying is, you made jokes about immigration. You made jokes about Epstein files when the victims are literally, their voices has been suppressed. And we finally, the day before yesterday, I believe, or yesterday was it, we finally got them to testify and give their testimony. And the things that they were saying was very shameful of our government, because we're supposed to be the land of the free, where justice is justice for all. It's not justice for just Americans. It's not justice for just white folks. It's for everybody. So I felt like you literally made even more a bad joke and an embarrassment out of Americans, because you know Kevin Hart, his audiences reaches all over the world. And it just really, like, Kevin Hart already said it first. He's a plant. Nobody knew who he was until he just popped up out of nowheres. But Hollywood knows what they're doing. And I really feel like they waited for this moment, because Kevin Hart is dumb enough to fall into the trap. But being that he was good friends with Regina, that's why she was so quiet during the whole roast. And even though she was supposed to get roasted, nobody wanted to fuck with her, because you're making fun of immigrants. You're making fun of ICE that are like literally they're taking over our streets. And you're not just arresting immigrants. You're arresting anybody that's black and brown, and say, well, we don't care if you got your ID on you or your birth certificate. You still got to be processed. We had a man in Buffalo who was picked up by ICE and was murdered, and it took almost 6 months to finally them to admit that he was unalived, in their custody, and legal actions are under play. However, how many times do we have to keep going down this road of where black people are pandering against our own culture for a laugh, and for a joke, or for a kiki haha moment? I think it's sad. I thought it was trash. I thought it was very distasteful. And the climate that we're in right now, Kevin Hart should have knew better, but he already sold his soul. I think he might have sold his soul to get one of them kneecap surgeries to make himself like 6 inches taller or something. Maybe they promised him, but you're still a small man and a bitch. So at the end of the day, I wasn't jacking it. They made very distasteful jokes on the things that are holding us down right now. We're about to collapse. And guess what? Black people wasn't the reason why this country is falling apart and not together on one accord. I could just say that much. But black people pandering for these moments and getting paid millions to literally be an Uncle Tom, which I know they use that term for a different reason, but we know what a coon is when we see one. So it was just like, it was really bad. It was really bad. It was not funny.
What do you think, King? What do you think, King?
I mean, I like same as you. I'm learning from CharMz. CharMz got the info. Eyewitness news.
She got the Mary J 411, right?
Right, for real. That's you, John. Like,
I'm telling you, it's real bad out here in these streets.
Now with the weather.
They made jokes about George Floyd dying at Kevin Hart's roast. What is you roasting niggas got to do with George Floyd dying? That's what even was like, you spit in my face. To me, that was a huge disrespect.
So Charles, so wait, so the roast was for Kevin?
Yes, but there was other people, Regina, Kevin, and someone else.
No, I know.
Yeah, they were on the panel to get roasted. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know how they go. I was just saying, like, this is not his first one. Like, so, like, why keep doing it? You know. But I was like, the producers, if they used him for that, and you know, it went left because they tried to control the outcome of it.
Even like, white people was mad. I posted the video on my wall how outraged white people were about the George Floyd and all that stuff. It was very sad for real to see people of color to stoop down that low. And then Kevin Hart had the nerve to try to throw Jamie Foxx under the bus. And next thing you know, just today, well, technically yesterday, a nude picture of Jamie Foxx's dick is all over the internet.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
And it was small. I'm like, well, maybe he's a grower. Because I seen someone go like from this to this.
Yeah, she's taking journalism into a whole new level. Like,
yeah, he had a little peckerwood. He had a little pecker.
Like, and trust me, I did my research.
Like, let's be for real.
Yeah, Charles, how many sources do you have right now?
Oh, I go to the .gov.org sites. So my sources are ironclad sources. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the government to drop the UFO and alien files.
Yeah, they found out you got super agents in the government. It's like,
Can we talk about that? Because why is the government meeting with the mega churches, pastors, to try to groom their sheep of their flock to prepare them for the aliens? Honestly, I think it's Scientology, really, at this point. Did you know what Scientology believes in?
Listen, so when Tom Cruise did that, this is a while ago, when he jumped on Oprah's couch, and when he came out about that, I didn't know what it was at the time. I was just studying theology, and I was in Harlem at the Frederick Douglass museum, and they were out there, but I thought it was a revival. So the way it looked, like it was a tent revival. So I know tent revival. Was like, oh shoot, let me go over there. You know, I'm still there, and then boom, boom, I'm you know, like they talking their talk. I thought, oh yeah, it's only me, That, and then I went home and I told my pastor, and he was like, she was like, put that down. And then, and like, you know,
well, Tom Cruise.
We read about it. I was like, oh, oops. Then oops, all berries. I'm just going to skip that one away.
So Tom Cruise, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett were #1 donors into Scientology. Will Smith and Jada are trying to retract the fact that they've brought tens and thousands of people and spent millions of dollars into Scientology. They're trying to erase the fact and disassociate themselves because Tom Cruise was best friends with the founder of Scientology. Yeah. And come to find out, the founder of it was a serial rapist who's in prison like right now. He raped people, boys, girls, women, men, all over the world. That's how much money he had. Tom Cruise, they must got some dirt on him some way, somehow, is what I believe. Because why are you the best friends with a serial rapist? And even after he was locked up, why are you still down with the clique? Because the thing of it is they believe that, this is what they believe. They believe that aliens created us and our world is a prison. And that when you die, you have the opportunity to, it's not an opportunity. When you die, they say you're reincarnated into a brand new newborn baby. And when you're reincarnated, your whole memory is erased. But they say that there are certain people who could ascend past their memory being erased and could still remember who they are. Not going to get too deep on that, but let's just say this was a real live thing where there were children that were born and reincarnated. There was a white little boy that was reincarnated. He used to be a black woman that was in a building that caught on fire, and people were jumping to their deaths. She died in this fire. She was reincarnated in a white boy, and she surpassed into ascension to where when she was supposed to be reincarnated, she still remembered her past. So there's been multiple cases that are proven that people were reborn but still remembered who they were from their past life. So the Church of Scientology are teaching that you can ascend and surpass into a higher realm and remember who you are when you're reincarnated, or you could stay in the skies and be a part of the catalyst, like the machine that makes the world go around, and etc. But yeah, they were saying like they believe that Earth is a prison. That, you know, now I will say this. Let's go back to the story of Adam and Eve. The story with Adam and Eve, I already felt like since day one it had some alien shit going on, because you can have a bone, what they say, a bone marrow transplant to create a clone, which science already proved it. Epstein was trying to create this perfect race of humans. The thing about it is when Adam and Eve came into play, they said the woman came from his rib. How is that not a bone marrow transplant of science? You took a man's rib. You took a man's rib and created a woman from the man's rib. It just scientifically sounds like a bone marrow transplant to create and procreate the race of men and women and so on. I was just putting that out there. I always had this question deep down inside.
Actually, that's a bar right there. Actually, it's kind of a bar. I'm gonna have to turn that to a bar.
Put it down. Lay it down. You can't think anything is too crazy.
See, there's truth there. There's always a little bit truth about a little bit of everything, right? So, energy is real, and energy does not die. That's given. But the energy that we have is given from our Creator, not a cosmic shift. You can't get purpose from a cosmic shift, right? So the consciousness is from the Creator. So it's the only thing that they separate is that we have it in our own and we got it on our own. That's the only thing. So
Melanin, baby, get you some.
It just erased. They just want to erase God from the picture, like they always been trying to do. That since taking Bible out of schools to changing the federal allegiance. But it's just very ironic how our nation is supposed to be governed by God, but no one wants to actually be governed by God.
Joker, since you so quiet, I got a question for you.
I got an answer.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 36.
Perfect. Do you remember back in elementary school days, I felt like it was honestly a test from the government. But back in elementary school days, the school wanted the students who believed in God to go to the flagpole and pray before we went into school.
No.
That was a real thing. It was a real thing.
I don't know where you guys went. I was in the Bronx, so we didn't do that. I mean, we stood up like this, did the Pledge of Allegiance and everything. So
it was very well spanned across America. To me, it was just an experiment to see who would claim God as their savior and how many students, because the principals were watching and counting how many students would go to the flagpole to pray. And the type of chick that I was, why would I do that for you? Why would I do that for you? I go to church every Sunday. I don't need to go to prove a point to you that I believe in God. But they really made the government made it a thing where before the bell rang, I don't know if you remember JWatch, but before
what I did in my high school, I told when I was the head of the cricket club and all the other clubs that I was in, I was deemed like the church boy of school. So I didn't want them no longer going to the flagpole. What I did was have people take turns after the morning announcements that they were doing in the office for the whole school to hear inside. And that's what so people would come volunteer like that.
I'm trying to find out where was I when this happened.
Well,
yes, it happened.
Where was I? Like I don't remember none of that. No.
And it surprises me because I'm surprised that like this is something that I really remember. That
is that shit you always be talking about? Like it happened, but some people don't remember about it.
Like
Mandela effect. Yeah, I feel like I'm having that.
Movie, the Mandela effect.
I feel like I'm having that at this moment. Like, are you sure? Like, I'm gonna have to do some research now. Like,
well, what the Bible says kind of is like the government is sort of like the Antichrist, but they can't do something unless they tell the people what they're doing. However, they're very creative in the way, shape, or form that they tell you what they're doing. So basically, there's this movie that came out with I can't, oh my God, how can I not remember the name of the movie? But I just watched it again like 2 nights ago. But it was a movie that came out how 12 people were drugged and kidnapped and woke up on a plane and were put in the middle of like Australia, East Bumblefuck, on a 13-hour flight. They were all transported to another country to be hunted.
That sounds
But
like a
guess
night
what
in
happened?
Mexico. Like
Africa, the police in Africa, they came out and said that that is a real thing, that they have, the rich elite people, it's a real thing that they did once a year. And they called, oh, I think the movie is called The Hunt. They called it The Hunt. Yeah.
I've seen that movie. Yeah.
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 So they were kidnapping people, random people off the streets, dumping them in the forest, in the woods, and they
Well, they
were
weren't
hunting
random.
them.
They weren't random. They all had
no, they weren't.
they all had their own particular set of skills. They just had to work together, but they would work together. They those human experiment movies are the ones that I watched the most because it's gonna happen.
It did happen,
it's
but that
already
goes
happening.
back to what I was
Happening.
telling you. The government, I feel that
Yeah.
they put it in movies what is really already happening.
That's why I'm like, why people want to be surprised about how the world is now. It's been happening in your face through TV and movies for 30 years.
Like the movie Centipede. The movie Centipede,
Oh, that's
when
a messed up movie.
they successfully connected like 12, 13 body parts. They successfully connected all these body parts to make a real live human centipede.
There wasn't many body parts. It was mouth to ass. Those were just 2 body parts.
Yeah. I thought they took an arm or 2 from here or there. But
No,
I
they
haven't
all
watched
had
that movie since it
they
came
all
out.
had everything. Just yeah.
But they managed to successfully create this long centipede human body, and they were like mouth to ass. That shit go crazy.
But not really. They did end up dying.
Eventually, yes.
I don't know how
because
successful
it goes
that was,
against
but
the laws of nature. How much shit can you consume before you die?
That is a question for everyone in the world. How much shit can you consume? Oh shit! Yeah, it's like paper. You either on a roll or you dumping it somewhere.
That part.
You know, you're on the roll or you're flushing that bitch. That's why you cannot. You have to keep your fucking bucket empty at all times. Do not refill your fucking bucket. That's what I have on my wall. Every morning I slap it. That I will not refill my fucking bucket today. No, sirree. It'll be empty. And the one time when I feel like I'm about to put something in that bucket, I say fuck it.
2 tears in a bucket.
You know what I mean?
I've run out of fucks.
Fuck it with a Nantucket.
Right.
Yeah,
we run out of fucks to give right now. And to be honest, they don't want our generation to really get ahead, because we are the pioneers that could usher in something greater, something better, something fair. They always want the scales to be like this, but on the dollar bill, it has the scales like this, equal. But we're like this.
The scales are never balanced, for real.
Never. And the way they playing in black people's face right now, I want to hawk twa and smack the shit out of somebody. Because who told the Europeans that they have more privilege than us? Who put white people in power? If we go back to the history in the beginning of times, it was nothing but black people. We're more connected to the earth all the way to the stars and the moon and the galaxies, because this what they call space, which is no different from the ocean, it's melanated. The deeper you go, the darker it gets. I just have a hard time trying to understand, how is the moon lit up? Maybe I smoked too much weed a day or two ago.
It's definitely the weed. It's definitely the weed.
How is the sky blue, but the moon is supposed to make the sky dark at nighttime? Like,
it's rotation and it's sunlight. It's just a reflection. You don't actually see it. It's a reflection.
Yeah, true. But the full moon, we're finally just catching up to it being back at the end of the month. We've had full moons in the middle of the month. We've had full moons in the beginning, middle, mid, beginning, whatever. Like, to me, it's just not real. Sometimes I could look up at the sky and there ain't no moon. Now, that's just like weird to me.
I had a dream that the world destroyer, like there was a guy that was like had moons in his pouch. He was like, it's half moon today, crescent moon. I like crescent moon today. He's just changing them out like little pieces. Oh, you playing down craft with the
craps.
What I think Mars, Jupiter. Oh.
And then boom, all the conspiracy theories really ain't conspiracies anymore. It all happened and it's all real. It's crazy.
I still want to know about the moon landing. Like, I heard something about that. That they had it. I mean, whether it is, whether it ain't, it's still a cool thing. It's still a cool concept. I want to go.
Because the aliens are hiding out in Antarctica, and that's why nobody is not allowed to go there.
I'm trying to go to Antarctica. Like, that's one of my goals.
I want to know, like, well, there was actually a famous pilot who was an explorer, and he documented what he saw because he's the last person to fly into Antarctica before they made the laws. And they got mad at him because he actually told what he found in Antarctica. They said it was green pastures. They said it wasn't frozen. Once you passed the frozen wall, it was grass and shit. And
that's called terraforming.
Thank you. And after he publicly came out and said that, that's when boom, they said, nope, nobody's not allowed to go over there. Nobody's not allowed to see over there. Nobody. So you just, you might not never know. I don't know why people ain't asking enough questions, because every person, every country has access to do research in Antarctica.
Yeah.
But we'll never know. We'll never know what they found there. We'll never know what's really going on there.
I don't know about that. I got an alien plug myself.
We know.
Like, me and him be, we pen pals. He's on Neptune though, so like I gotta get I gotta buy a calling card every week so I can get that intergalactical minutes.
They don't know about that.
They don't know about that.
We ain't gonna tell too much.
Intergalactical minutes. They don't know about the intergalactic minutes. Yeah,
they gonna come and they gonna fuck around and find out though.
I'm trying to go. Like, I'm like the first alien they be like, yo, we're recruiting. Hit your boy up, man. Like, I got to offer. Like,
I know they ain't trying to get me, but I'll sacrifice a couple motherfuckers. And let's just say they're not melanated. They are very pale folks. Like, you gotta go first.
I'm trying to do some big things. I'm trying to, change galaxies. You know what I'm saying?
Reset the world back to when niggas
change galaxies one beat at a time.
One at a time, my boy. I'm gonna have every planet get a soundtrack. Every planet will have a soundtrack.
And by the time I'm done with them, they're gonna forget what they were there for in the first place. So,
my thing is this: with the government trying to release the UFO files and stuff, like, let's just be honest. They were here before we were here. They've been dormant, but they obviously, because we have protocols set, take me to your leader. They already had an agreement, but there were some hostile different races of aliens where we had to make an agreement or they was going to come here and take us all out. My thing is this.
They left. They're gone. They lost confidence in us anyway. Our last few presidents weren't that great. So you know what? Earth got it. We're gonna go somewhere else because it's not working anymore. Everybody dumb. Everybody just lost their fucking marbles.
Did you see that one show that came out with the guy who's an alien, who the children could see his real form? Like the kids could see his real form. And out of the eyes of babies, the truth is going to reveal itself, is what I do believe. But there was actually an alien down south that lived amongst American people, and he fit right the fuck in, to the point that he was able to live a full life in this town and neighborhood, and everybody accepted him. And not only did they accept him, they properly buried him when he died. And once people started to find that out, the person who was investigating it said, yeah, there was a body down there just yesterday. But once I came back today, that motherfucker was gone.
Oh, Jesus. Was that? Did Jesus do that first? That's lit.
She gotta send these sources because, man, like,
listen, I'm pretty sure it's okay. Let me take out a little secret. I'm an alien too. Did you know that?
I'm an alien too. Did you know that?
You didn't do the sign there. You didn't do the sign, CharMz. You got to do the sign. What is that? What was that?
I'm high as fuck. I can't do the ET shit. But I'm going to put you on, Joker. You got to watch Above Majestic. It is a real live documentary. And when I tell you, you're going to be so pissed when you find out what they were doing. It's a real documentary. Real shit. You got to watch it.
Like, what?
We're talking, you could download it for like $2.99 off of YouTube to watch it for like 24 to 48 hours or some shit. It's cheap, but you gotta watch that shit because, like, we're talking. They were saying that the children that we send to school when they're really young, they're putting them on the underground, not Harriet Tubman's Underground Railroad. They are putting them, we supposedly have a bullet train system that can take you from the East Coast to LA in like 7 or 8 minutes. So they're taking the children.
And we've been wasting our time in traffic.
Thank you. Only Elon Musk got that pass. And the elites.
Elon Musk
Some bitches.
Yeah. And Disney World. And the Epstein, yeah. But so basically they were saying shit like our children are being, which I'm not gonna say too much, but there's certain people that have children that have special capabilities. They are recruiting children to put them on an underground railroad of a bullet train and taking them from one side to the other side of the country. And they're actually like teaching them things. And then they have a way of wiping their memory and getting them back by the time the school day is out to make it look like they never even left and that they were in school all day. But they wipe their memory to mask it as though they went on a school field trip and saw dinosaurs and etc. But like, when I tell you the shit, I'm gonna send you, I'm gonna inbox you the name of the movie just in case you forgot. But it's a real documentary.
You know, if she ever runs for office, you know, like the government's in trouble. Like she knows so much. Like,
oh, I'm taking niggas down.
Charles, okay, so I have a question. You said they're taking kids with special abilities, right? Why haven't they taken one of my kids? Because one of my kids have the ability to annoy the fuck out of me at any moment of the day, anywhere. She just knows how to push that button, and that's got to be a skill somewhere. Like it got to be a superpower, I think. You know, can I recruit her? Can I send the application in?
I don't know about sending an application. They do their own.
Do we get paid for it? Like I seen a show that you can get paid if you send your kid in. You get a couple.
Well, back in your day, they used to send the kids to the Christian camps and beat the gay out of them.
You see where that got us.
Now, how are you going to beat the gay out of them when you over there molesting the kids that you're trying to stray them away from being gay?
We don't talk about Christian camp or band camp. Off limits.
She said one day at band camp, I shoved the flute up my pussy. That one time in band camp, yeah. Them some freaky motherfuckers. They had me looking at everybody in band camp like, oh, you 6'9" motherfucker. You doing more than beating them drums.
I've been to every camp, I think, except fat camp. I wanted to go to fat camp. Just to see, like when I was like 8 years old, and I heard about it, man, I want to go. Sounds like a good time. So I wasn't big enough then. Maybe I could go now. I
didn't do no camping, no Boy Scouts, no none of that. No.
Oh, come on. Not a safari? Like nothing. Damn. John, you had camp, Charles?
To be honest, I like my asshole intact. I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin.
We ain't talking about that. We're talking about the camping experience, not the PDD experience. Now let's step away from the baby oil.
She was camping with the Bang Bros. Not that camp.
I ain't signed up for Robert Morris's camp because, yeah, he was doing some real terrible things as a mega church pastor. You know,
he's not worse than Jim Brown.
You know, one thing about me, I'm a nerdy ass bitch, okay? And I feel like, I don't know what it is, but God sends me signs to open up that paper and read the paper. So, where I lived at, in that little town of a hole in the wall, I was in the suburbs. And one day, I would go to the library every single day. And one day I picked up the Centennial paper. The Centennial paper is the local paper out this way. We used to have the Centennial paper. It was cheaper than the Observer Dispatch, but they would talk about all local things going on. And apparently we have a real black hole right in this area off of Utica. And it just so happened to be in the paper in, I want to say 1999, 98, early 2000. So I picked up the paper. I'm reading the paper. They were saying that it was a group of like 6 people. Everybody was 2, 2, and 2. And they were walking around in the woods by like up past North Utica in that area, down that way, like past SUNY and shit. Mm-hmm. There were 3 groups of people that were walking in the woods. And all of a sudden, 2 of the people just disappeared when they were walking. So the other 4 people were looking around like, holy fuck, where the fuck did they went? And this was in the Centennial paper. So what happened was they went into another dimension. But the dimension looked exactly like where they were walking and where they were at. But it was a different dimension. So the people in real time that they were walking next to wasn't taking the same path as them, and they disappeared. And they said that for like 2 minutes, they were in a different dimension. And it was a black hole that they walked through. And after 2 minutes, they out of nowhere, boom, pop right back up. And everybody was like shitting their pants because they're like, holy shit, where did they go? They were just walking with us and they disappeared. And what felt like 2 minutes in our time was actually longer in their time. I thought it was so fucking gnarly. Like, that shit was so crazy. That was the craziest shit I ever picked up the paper and read. But every time I try to go back to find that news clipping, it won't show up.
Okay. See, we have ley lines across the world, which are like spiritual networks, and supernatural things are in the world. Like, it's not like it's not a thing. It's just what you allow yourself to be exposed to. You know, if you're, you know, if you're one that knows how to, like, study and be one with nature, be one with the energy of the world, like you can do that because we're electrical beings. Like it's just like it's not far fetched. It's just people don't know how to use what they have, and some people don't have the opportunity to be taught or to have someone show them that they can be more than what they think or what they see. I mean, they have an option, have a different outlook. It just sucks, because the world don't want you it's the same thing on small scale. It's on a big scale. People want some people want to see you doing good, but not better than them. That's the cap, right? So it's like, with MySpace was ahead of its time and still ahead of its time, because there's still not one app that had the capability that MySpace had, because MySpace was a 100% user-friendly interface that allowed you to be complete control. And the power that be cannot allow us to have that much control over anything. The more control that we have, that means the more things we learn, the more we know, and then they lose their footing. They lose. So that's why, like, none of these, even Facebook at one time tried to integrate some of the things that MySpace had, and it was just causing havoc. I remember I was trying to do it myself, and I was hacking in everything. It was a flawed system that only worked with that interface. They didn't want to sell it, and they didn't want to share it. So it became a standstill between the two companies. And it's just like the world is the same thing on schedule. Like, if you could be a black man who is successful in his own right, billionaire status, have everything right. And still, if they want to, if they deem he's too good or he's too powerful, they'll find a way to either discredit, take him out, do whatever it takes to not let them. As long as it's not bothering them, it's cool. But that's the thing, it's just not bothering. It's the messing with the bottom line or the back end, not your issue.
You don't want to be on their radar.
Right, you don't want to be on the radar. So it's like, but then it's like, how do you make change? So you got to make those changes in small increments. You can't be too big with it when you're fighting that side. When you're on that side, it's dangerous. Like, you're literally putting your life on the line, which is like a lot of our black leaders did. They knew that once they crossed that line, ain't no coming back.
That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're gonna say yes to the cause, it's yes all the way. There's no maybe, or you know what, I change my mind. I know if we're gonna get this serious. Like, nah, nigga, you already on the path. It's over now. Whoever survive. And like we just gotta be persistent, and keep pushing, because if we all give up, then it's not a matter of if, it's just when. So,
well, if you had to die and was reincarnated, a lot of people say, oh, you'll be reincarnated as an animal, or you'll be reincarnated as this. So I'll send y'all the link, but
let's see. None of that really matters to me, because my first daughter, Samaja, she was born in 2004. My grandfather-in-law died the year before, same day, same month. So it was one death, and then it was one birth the year later. And his essence of, like, she always been ahead of her time. Like, she'll be here before. People see her all the time. And it was like her grandfather's energy was transferred into her coming back, because she came out already like, I'm here. I've been here already. Like she skipped a lot of steps, and her birth healed the family. Like it was a bad year when after he passed. So like I believe in energy being passed down because like it's the same thing as epigenetics. Like your DNA is the bloodline is trickled all the way down. You could be having issues that are not even your issues. That could be something from your great grandfather that he dealt with. You don't even know that. You just know that you have this problem that you don't know where it came from. And like that's just how genealogy works. So it's not like none of these things are far-fetched. It's just the way they package it is I don't want to say evil, but it's malicious. Controlling. Like I don't know what the word that fits it, but it ain't cool to me. It's like
history repeats itself. All day, every day.
Yeah, and then under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So it just always it's the same package, just different delivery system.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people used to say, "Oh, you were here before, ever since I was a baby." Oh, I never cried. I was always very observant. I was like practically mute, and I was very observant. And a lot of people that are my friends to this day are like 15 plus years older than me. This was since high school. I always had older friends. No R. Kelly. But
well, see, that's
okay, a little bit of R. Kelly. But
see, the fact, see, Joker is older than you. And the fact that you know what I know is what's crazy because he's older than you. And he don't know half the shit that you just said. I'm like, and I'm older than both of y'all.
Yeah,
like,
and it's like
how you know?
real. It's real. It's definitely real over here.
That's what's scary. You wouldn't even hear it yet.
I was in a different dimension. I don't even know how I got here.
I came from Krypton with his dog.
Right. I was just walking my dog. Like
he is sent Krypton.
What the dog name? Crypto?
King.
Crypto. So Superman dog name is Crypto, and his dog name is King. They both aliens.
Different dimensions.
Crypto King, yeah.
That's crazy. Look how that worked out.
Exactly.
Now we know. He's from the Red Sun. Okay, we get it. Go ahead, Joker.
Only in this dimension, it don't do nothing but make me hot. That's it. I'm screwed out of that.
So, question: have y'all ever knew that somebody didn't like you, but they can't help but to want to be around you, like want to be in your brain, want to be in your bed, want to be on your mind, like they want to live rent-free in your head, but they don't like you, and it may be a little tinge of like jealousy going on, but it's like they want to just like suck your blood and like feed off of you. I think
those are the leeches.
Yeah, we call them succubus.
or leeches.
Succubus
and you know how you
or succubus.
Succubus.
We call them mother suckers.
Mother suckers.
I'm so kidding. But like,
do you know how you burn a leech? You got how you
that was my analogy.
You burn a leech.
The leech.
You gotta burn her. Like You literally have to burn the leash to get it off of you.
And it
And
takes
like,
two.
and well, tick, you gotta wiggle it out with the tweezers.
Yeah, I just don't jump in none of that shit in the first place. That's all.
Yo, I would fucking faint. If I went camping and woke up with a bunch of leeches all on my body, nigga, I'm finna fucking faint, bro.
You get Grinchell, you're gonna faint because you're gonna have nothing in the blood.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah, what the fuck y'all doing? Get off of me. Get off of me.
Yeah, you better like stay awake long enough to like yell for help, because if you just faint, then you just screwed. You know, like it can't help you.
Getting it.
I'm like, wake me up when it's over and get these bitches up off of me, because ain't no way, bro.
Charm, you're gonna wake up in the afterlife.
Right? Yeah. Let me wake you up when it's over.
Oh, that's what I was saying about
You better hope someone wakes up early. Like,
right?
There was a famous doctor, her name is Dolores. And she worked with the government, and she used to do sleep studies. So basically what she would do is, with people who is willing to sign up for it, she would chemically induce them into the state of dying and death. And they say that your body could die for like 6 minutes, 12 minutes before you could like revive them back. And she's done it hundreds and thousands of times, because they wanted to say it was sleep study, but it wasn't really meant for the purpose of like sleep study. They wanted to know what happens to people when they die in the afterlife. And what people said over and over again happened was that either an angel or someone that was a descendant from them that died in the past would come and meet you when your soul leaves your body. And they'll ask you, do you want to go back in your body? Which more than a majority of the people was like, I don't want to live in suffering and pain or be a vegetable. Take me on this trip with you. I want to see what this afterlife has to offer. She said that once the ancestor, the angel, would come to greet you when your body, like your heart stops, you're technically dead, that they would ask you, do you want to go on a spiritual journey to meet and be reconnected with all your dead relatives? Or do you want to go on a spiritual journey to learn the mysteries of the beyond, so to speak? Or do you want to be reincarnated back into Earth and start fresh all over with your memory?
Sounds like some weird game show. What's behind door number 1?
Right.
What's behind door number 2?
Sick, right? And thousands of people actually experience the same exact thing happening. An angel or a dead relative will come.
Yeah, I'm not there yet, but I'll let you know.
And
no,
they would ask them, like, do you want to
that.
learn the mysteries of the universe and take this trip? Do you want to be reincarnated, or do you want to just rest in peace and not go back to Earth and be reunited with your loved ones who passed?
I get conflicted with it, because I don't know if it's a near-death experience or it was just a really extreme LSD trip.
It was an NDA. It was definitely an NDA, but they were actually like chemically inducing them to die, and then they would wait till the very last second to revive them, and then they'll go into this deep questioning of what you experience. And
That's what I'm saying. I've
surprisingly,
done that before. I've taken too much shrooms. I felt like I was dying, and I went into a whole different galaxy. Like,
My boy was he was smoking that nebula.
the government actually
the
wanted
room
to
started
legalize
tilting, candles started
LSD.
going up the walls.
But knowing that they want to, legalize LSD because it, like, people like Will Smith went all the way to Africa just to have a spiritual journey and reawakening. And from what I heard, it was like nothing, it was healing for them. It woke up things that they suppressed, it woke up things that you forgot that actually you're struggling with today and right now. But it's healing because in the African tribes, they encourage that you go on this journey to understand your true self. And the LSD wakes up things
Yeah,
that
but
you
some people
didn't.
just are not prepared for that journey. They freak
Some
out
people
on that
never
journey.
come back the same, though. That's why it's like very just like, oh, tantalizing. But it's very real. A lot of celebrities do it. In fact, NFL players have done it and won rings and championships because they felt that it contributed to their success because they were more woke. So it'll take you, they say when you go on this trip, it'll take you through your past to your present and into your future. So yeah, I don't know
All
if you
right, so
call
when
it
are we getting passports?
right. Like
All right.
I never wanted to trip on nothing. And when I went to the Midwest, there's a lot of reservoirs. And a lot of these people were like, we want you to come to our powwow. I'm from New York, so that's a bunch of blood niggas, okay? But in the Native American culture, the powwow is like where they got the fire lit, they're doing their dances, and they trip off of LSD. And I was like, nah, nigga, I ain't with none of that shit. Can I come, but can I just smoke my weed? They were like, no, you got to really fully indulge. They wanted me to go on this spiritual.
Yeah, can't hear you, CharMz.
She
You
mute
muted
herself.
yourself. Unmute yourself.
Oh yeah, I was like, nah, you ain't finna get me. I don't even know how it muted. No hands. But yeah, I was like, they wanted me to go on this spiritual, like they invited me to their reservoir. And I used to, do my little weed or whatever business. It was a business. So they liked how I made that money, guy. So like I was like, okay, there was like, yo, she is a fucking boss. We want her to come to our reservoir and get her to go on a spiritual trip. And I'm like, hold the fuck up. What that mean? And they're like, yeah,
That
you're
sounds
gonna.
like hunted.
I don't know if
That's
they were definitely trying to get me to go on an LSD trip to have this spiritual journey. And I was like, nah, bro, count me out. I even wanted to go because
You ever seen that movie
because
Apex?
I wanted to
That's what it
see.
sounds like. Oh, you like action? You like adventure, huh? Yeah, we're gonna show you adventure.
Yeah, they wanted it real bad. And I just couldn't get the balls to like go there and see what it was about because I couldn't open up myself to the unknown, let's per se. But I was like, and they still, they still fuck with me, but like, they was just like, okay, you can't come to the party unless you trip off the LSD, acid, whatever trip it was. But I'm 100% it was LSD. But like, they really was like, I was like, why can't I come? Like, just let me smoke my weed and enjoy the festivities. They're like, no, you gotta go deep into this shit. And I was like, nah, nigga, please. But they get into it out there in the Midwest. Like, they do it a lot. And I respect it. But, you know, I'd rather go to Africa and figure out what Will Smith did. I don't know.
Or you could just watch the movie Sausage Party. You know, then go in a little hut and make a little hot box, and you'll be all right. It'd be a safe environment, you know, amongst your friends. You know?
Listen, I would smoke.
We hold hands. We hold hands. Just go out.
But that was in high school. I'll smoke blunt after blunt back to back. But now I got these bitch ass lungs. I don't even know if both are working right now. But I tell you what, I tried to smoke and I called myself smoking. But it was like 4 people who rolled blunts and they passed it around in a circle. I was like, I didn't even get to hit this one. One's going this way, the other one's going this way. So I got 2 blunts in one hand, and I'm like, y'all gotta be fucking shitting me. I'm done. I can't hang. I can't hang like that no more.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like track. You know, you run, you pass the baton. You run, you pass the baton. Once you get that motion, then you good.
I'm like, yo, y'all is really fucking trying to get me bent all out of shape over this, because I want to be able to function. There's not going to be any brain activity left after the end of this cipher.
Kind of the point.
Because I'll smoke and I'll be late to the party. I'll be late to the funeral. I'll be lost in the sauce, looking dumber than a box of rocks. So, yeah. These bitch ass lungs that I got can't do it no more.
I'm high functioning.
That was a good one.
I stay smoking all day, every day, and I can't really do without, because then the world irritates me. So the weed kind of helps me mellow that out.
Well, I smoke to sleep, like to eat real good and then go to sleep. Like
I smoke to tolerate stupid people.
I gotta be able to cook a whole buffet before I go to sleep. Like I can't just sit here and about to be damn near cough up a lung. I just it don't what I need to be that high for. I'm not even going nowheres, and then I'll be stuck.
That's the whole point. I'm not going nowhere. Life sucks. I'm gonna get elevated.
Well, shit,
I'm
might as well try the LSD.
Oh yeah,
no, because LSD be having me butt naked running down freaking East Main for no damn reason, saying I'm a butterfly. All right, I just unleashed my cocoon and I'm butt ass naked, just running down. Like, no, that's why I just smoke weed right now.
I could never like indulge in like the drugs, like the other shit. Like I smoked weed and drank my whole life, but I already know I'm fucking crazy. So one time I think I got roofied because bitch started tripping and acting up, and by the end of my trip being over, I done pounded on a few folks, punched on a few folks, and they couldn't even be mad at me because you slipped that shit in my shit, nigga. And what you thought was gonna happen? I'm already crazy, and I'm not on no drugs. So imagine if you got me high, how I'm gonna start really fucking tweaking, bro. They be tired. They was tired of me. I wore everybody out. Swear to God. I done kicked the nigga out his own house. Dragged him down the hallway. Pants was hanging to his ankles. I was about to strip a nigga butt naked.
He said, you need to leave, but this is my house.
So that's why I knew that somebody roofied me, because I don't ever lose it or get out of character like that. But I was like, nah, it's in the water, something, nah. And then if I think that you did something, I'ma spaz out even more harder. I was like, nah, you got me fucked up. Now I gotta beat everybody up. Now the dog came out. Big dog, not the little one. No, sorry, Bob. No.
Somebody get her a chew toy.
She got a grip.
Shit. I was drooling out the mouth.
Let it go. I can't. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
And it's so funny because I'm naturally crazy to where people think I'm already on drugs. I never tried it.
King, the first time this woman came to an open mic, she hit me up on my business page. Was like, yeah, I want to come to the mic. I want to come to the mic. I'm like, I ain't got. She came like a month later. I forgot about her. She's like, it's tonight, right? I'm like, yeah, it's tonight. She's like, I'm pulling up. I'm like, it's at 7. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be at 7. You know what time? You know what time she came, King?
Like 9?
After 9. Right? She coming there after 9.
Like 9:45, 10 o'clock.
She coming there with her homeboy, right? And she put it on. Like she came there ready to like take the stage and shit. And I'm like, who is this woman like that's coming in here hella late? And then like, where do I start? What? I'm about to wrap it up. I'm about to do the benediction. So I'm like, you know what? Fucking like, I'm like, we'll see what happens, right? Tell a nigga, get a mic. It's all good. Like, she's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, from here, you know, I'm gonna go talk my shit. I ain't going, and then she starts fake singing, he starts rapping, he rapping, and she's singing, and then they're arguing on stage. No, that's my part. No, you didn't say that. No, that's my part. It's my part. I got the mic. I'm like, I took my hand off the wheel. Like,
I said, this is my shit, nigga. What you talking about?
I got my snack. You know what?
Oh boy got up there. Brooklyn.
The audience is like, they don't know what to do. Cause it's like she's being aggressive, but she's being funny, but she's entertaining, and it's like they don't know what to do. They're like, don't move. Every time somebody moves, people like she be putting on the audience, you, and then
well, I look good as fuck that night too. Number one.
But listen though, when I always did reviews after each show, they was like, whoever that lady was, bring her back.
Yo, because I woke that shit up.
Who was she? She was like a tornado that came in here.
Cause like It was a show, so like,
epic, man.
No matter of fact, right when I walked in, I sat down. You were doing raffle tickets, and I just walked in and sat down. The lady was like, "You come on up here and read the winning numbers." I was like, "Oh shit, I'm busy today. I'm busy today." Now I had to read the numbers with all the extra sauce in my voice too. So then you was like, "All right, give it up for CharMz." And I was like, "Yeah, is you lit? What's up? What's good? What's cracking, nigga?" Like, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Everybody wake the fuck up in this bitch. Like, I had to wake niggas up. Cause it was like, it was too calm, like, of a setting. Cause we used to doing shows with no chairs.
You came towards the end. It was the cool down. You missed all the hype part already.
I know, right?
We were up.
She's the one person that comes late to the party. Everybody's plastered and stuff. Yo, the party here. What?
This was JWatch. This was JWatch, all the way on the other end of the venue. He was like, "Time is up, motherfucker. You didn't see me send you the bat signal."
SOS.
I damn near had to go borrow a lighthouse and like, the light. The light.
I was like, "Nigga, I'm just doing my shit." You had to be there, man. You had to be there. That was a good ass show. That was definitely a good ass night. That was definitely lit show.
King, I had so many people giving her the light. It looked like they were camera flashes. We like time. And she like, "Oh, posing like it's not pictures. Get off
and
the
it
stage."
was all acapella too. All acapella. No beat. I said, "Fuck that. We're gonna do the acapella right here, right now. What's up? 315. Yeah.
The DJ stopped playing the music. And she still kept going.
No, I didn't have no music.
She's like, she had the mic. She's like, "That's all I need. The mic. That's it. You gotta give me the mic. Problem."
Oh, you know I was a fucking problem. No, we had a good ass time. Like, that was a dope ass, like, it was a vibe. Like, I just really respected the energy. Like, but you on my time. I said, "You gonna get all of this
closed." No, I'll tell you when the bar closes.
Thank you. They love it when I pull up. They love it when I show out. They love it because I'm a renegade motherfucking from them type of times. You know what I'm saying? So all that old school, new school, all in one with my own different flavor or twist, like, I could fuck with that.
Well, if you want to catch CharMz in her rare form, you can catch her this Sunday at our Mother's Celebration, 3rd annual, what Mama said, Mother's Celebration. I don't say Mother's Day, it's Mother's every day, in my opinion, so I say celebration. It'll be at 5, from 5 to 8 at the Papa's Grill, Mama's Table, located on Bleecker Street, 245 Bleecker Street in Utica, New York, along with other comedians from out of state.
Shout out to I Be Her.
I Be Her, Bianca from Rochester, and Leilani from Rome, and Brenda Reinhardt from Rome as well. Yeah, and this will actually be CharMz's first time opening for a big show. So yeah,
I love it.
CharMz and gang. So
gang.
So invite everybody. Please share the flyers. The tickets are literally only $35, like, and it's all included. The food, everything is included. Like, you can't get that shit nowhere. And it's a black restaurant. Like, we're doing everything black. So yeah. There'll be games. There'll be door prizes. The raffle is included in the ticket as well. At the door, it'll be $10 more, $45. So get your advance ticket. And I'm doing the promo for 3 days. Buy 3, get 1 free for a group rate. So buy 3 tickets and get 1 free. So and then you can also sponsor someone else who doesn't have the funds. So they can get a ticket to come.
Yeah, come real grown and sexy too. We putting that shit on.
Yeah, everything will be and I will be DJing and Layla will be hosting.
That's definitely a vibe.
So yeah, it gonna be lit. This is our 3rd time doing it. So we'll see what happens, man. You know, let's have a good time. And Joker, I told him, I told you that I need a song. Well, I'll tell you now, Joker. I need a mama song that you can sing to the ladies. I got a couple other artists coming to sing some songs to the ladies. So you know. You can answer that.
Joker.
You know what I'm saying? Do a little serenading. You know what I'm saying? For the mother. I can do that. All right. But yeah, with that being said, we are almost at our mark. Do anyone have any closing remarks before we head out?
I'm black and I'm proud. Booyaka.
You better comment, like, share. Fucking follow us.
And stay tuned.
Don't miss out.
Again.
Well, what are your handles?
Oh, you see it right there.
King Joker.
XOXO1. Follow me on the Insta. You know what I'm saying? I got a Facebook too, but we ain't gonna put out no governments. You gotta tap me my boy to get next to me.
Yeah, so shout out to Brenda Brown for holding down in the background. Oh, bars. I didn't know I said that. We better go get some munchies and take a little quick. Not even that, because we gotta get this kid up for school. Cause we parents around here. We parents. But we hang too.
Mine's done with school, so I'm gonna take a few naps.
Yeah, I'll try to get this hour in. I'm trying my best. I don't know how successful I'm gonna be. Because you know, like if you take a nap too close, if you're like,
that alarm is gonna get missed and keep going.
That nap becomes sleep. That's sleep. So we got. I'm gonna see what happens with that. But love you guys. Thank you for hanging with your boy. We made it through. Till next time, y'all. Peace. Be out.
Peace and hair grease. Please leave your name.
number, I'll be certain to return your call. Have a very blessed day. Thank you.